Grid and Martingale strategies are among the most popular for manual and algo trading. Most people believe they are risky systems, but if you understand how they work and use them with measured risk, they can be very profitable in the long run. I've been trading many Grid and Martingale systems successfully, and I'll show you my live results so you can confidently decide if these strategies are right for you. After years of testing dozens of these EAs, I know exactly what makes them survive and what blows accounts. And if you subscribe, that helps me keep testing more robots so you can see all the results publicly on the algo trading space platform, so thank you for that. And what is the Grid and what is the Martingale strategy? Of course, I used AI before the video to visualize the difference between Grid and Martingale strategies, but if I show you the picture, you'll see that with the Grid systems, when the price goes up and down, we can set a specific distance. Usually it is an equal spacing between the grids, so if the price drops and we sell it, once the price goes up, we can add to the position after a certain amount of pips, and then if the price goes up again, we can add to the position or we can sell again with equal 0.01 lot, for example. That's the main thing with the Grid systems. We add to the position with the same lots, we don't increase it. The opposite thing is if we buy but the price drops, we can buy again, and if it drops more, we can buy again, so when it recovers, we can exit without a loss. Now on the other side is the Martingale strategy. This is where we buy, for example, 0.01 lot, and if the price drops, we double the lot, so we buy 0.02, and if the price drops lower, we buy with 0.04, 0.08, 0.16, and you can do the math yourself. It becomes very risky because the further the price drops, the more lots we will trade. And of course, with the Martingale strategies, it could be that we enter with the same fixed pip distance, or it could be with some kind of coefficient to decrease or increase the distance between the entries. So that's the main difference. With the Grid systems, we enter with the same lot, usually with the same distance of pips, and with the Martingales, we increase the lots and we may change as well the pips distance. Now if I go to the algo trading space platform and I click on the live trading results, we have 62 accounts in here with different balances, but many of these are Grid and Martingale systems. If I arrange the accounts according to the withdrawals, you can see that the most money we've made so far with the Forest Gold Investor, which is not really in this category. We have the premium portfolio high risk, and I'll show you something about it at the end of this video. And then we have the Waka, which is one of the most popular Grid systems on the market, and you can see that I've made over $1,700 as a profit, pure profit withdrawn from the account, and I've been trading this expert advisor for nearly 2 years. Another good example of a Grid Martingale system is the Market Master expert advisor, which has been very profitable. You can see that it makes above 3% a month, and I've been trading it nearly for a year. But let's go back to the Waka. I'll show you the track record on the algo trading space platform. You'll see that it was going up really steadily. That's a withdrawal, then it went up again, and this is where at the end of January we had a bigger drawdown that recovered, and then I've requested the withdrawal, and now it's on the profitable side again. Now if I show you the Waka on the VPS, you will see that it's trading Aussie New Zealand, Aussie CAD, and New Zealand CAD. These are very popular pairs if you're trading a Grid Martingale system. And you can see that the starting lot is 0.04. At the moment I have just 2 trades opened. One is long, the other one is short, but you can see that the long trade is with the Aussie CAD, the short trade is with the Aussie New Zealand. If I show the account history, you'll notice something very common. When the trade opens and it hits the take profit, we're good. We make a small profit, nothing risky, because we don't need to use the grid. But then if the expert advisor starts trading, and I'll just arrange the trades according to the time they closed, you will see that, for example, these 3 trades closed at the same time with the Aussie New Zealand. It started buying with 0.04 on the 19th of March, then another 0.04 was added on the 20th of March, and then the Martingale comes in with 0.08 on the 23rd, and that one recovered the previous loss. Now if I go back to the end of January, probably we'll see the sequence of losing trades. Yeah, it's this one I assume. So we can see that all of these trades closed at the same time, and the highest lot we see is 0.64, and that profitable trade, this was the highest entry at 181.86, and that one recovered the losses from the previous trade. So this is how Grid Martingale systems work. But because I am trading relatively low risk here, I am trading 0.01 for every $750 in the account, or that's the dynamic lot based on the balance. So if the account grows with another 750, I would add just 0.01 to the starting balance, right? And to be honest, I'm very comfortable trading this expert advisor. You can see the growth rate in here, and you can see the profits it made. Also from the terminal and the analysis, we can see that the Aussie CAD is the most profitable currency pair, but the other 2 are also profitable, so I prefer to trade them simultaneously. However, if you're not comfortable trading Martingale systems, you can look for the grid systems. They are way safer, and you know exactly how much you're risking there. And from the ones that we've been trading for a long time, you can have a look at the multi-pair EA, for example. In this account, I'm trading the Euro Yen. Initially, we were trading more pairs in there, but we left just the Euro Yen. And just from the track record, if you look at the terminal, all of these are withdrawals, by the way. That's a drawdown we had and it recovered. But if you click on the terminal, you'll see all trades closed. All of that is public and free, guys. All of these accounts are publicly displayed, so you can use them and see the results and what works for you and what doesn't. So when you see such a track record where we always have 0.01, you will know that this is a grid system, and it's the multi-pair EA. It is the Japan Strike EA, which makes above 4% a month. It's been trading nearly for 1 year. Also, we have the pound dollar with the multi-pair on IC markets, which, look at that, it makes above 7% a month. That is pretty good result, and that's my IC markets live account trading the multi-pair on the pound dollar. There is an indicator that the vendor provides after purchasing the expert advisor. But if I show you the account history, you will see that it always trades 0.01 lots, and initially we were trading it on a $200 live account, which makes actually those grid systems suitable for small accounts, but it is better to have a little bit of a buffer. $1,000 live account is probably the best option, or at least something where I felt more comfortable, and I know there is room. I've requested a withdrawal from IC markets, and actually IC markets is one of our top choices when it comes to a broker where we want to trade with expert advisors, because they have a very fast execution speed, and it's one of the top choices when it comes for automated trading. We also never had issues withdrawing funds from the broker, which at the end of the day is the most important, because why we are doing it, right? To withdraw profits. And we have the multi-pair on a few more currency pairs. Actually, in the search tab, you can write down multi-pair, yeah, and you will see all of the currency pairs. The one that performs the best is actually the Euro Yen, but that monthly return is probably a little bit bigger because initially we were trading more currency pairs, actually the 5 of them, but then we decided to leave just the Euro Yen in this account, and we have each of the currencies into separate accounts. So by the time of recording this video, is the pound dollar the one that brings the highest monthly gain. And obviously the challenging part is if you want to combine a few Grid or Martingale systems in one account to gain more and more every month. And I've done that recently by adding a few premium portfolios, and if I search for them in the results page, you will see that we have one with a high risk, mid risk, actually two with mid risk and a low risk one. And the account with the high risk was trading the market master previously, and we just added two more expert advisors, but I made sure that those are not correlated, they're trading different pairs, and drawdowns are not expected to happen at the same time. And this account shows 3.5%, but that's because it's been trading for longer. If I go to the terminal, for example, and I select the last 1 month, I'll just go back to the beginning of March until, let's say, today, 2nd of April, and I go to the analysis, you will see that just for 1 month I have a profit of about $500 or even a little bit more, and in a 5k account that's more than 10% already just for 1 month. Since we've put this premium portfolio, but it's not really suggested if you are a beginner to combine expert advisors alone. That's why we've prepared this premium algo trading setup, which is also suitable for beginners that don't have the experience or investors who have no time but they want to have some portfolios of EAs. And we've built a couple of tiers where the trader will get free licenses for the expert advisors, but that's for bigger account, guys. These portfolios will work well on big live accounts, minimum of 5k, so 5 live accounts, 5k each is probably the minimum here. And my team will assist these investors and traders to select the expert advisors together, to help them configure the portfolio according to the risk tolerance, and help them set up the VPSs with the accounts. All of the information is here. I'll leave a link down below in the description. If you are a beginner and you want to start algo trading seriously with bigger capital, or if you are an advanced investor but have no idea about algo trading, my team will be there to help you with that. And the pricing we've set over there is very cost effective, because if you purchase all of these expert advisors from the vendors, you would spend much more money. And the biggest value we will bring here is to put in our expertise of selecting the best expert advisors. Basically, this will be the top of the top expert advisors that we've been trading for nearly 2 years, and we have seen hundreds of trades executed from them. But combining those into one single account is a real challenge, and we work on this daily. It's really a passion right now for me. As always, guys, thank you so much for staying with me until the end of the video. Before you go, check out this one on my site to learn more about one of the expert advisors I showed you today. As always, don't forget to love it, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.